During the last 13 months, we've had 3 100-year storm events, 2 hurricanes, and 1 heavy wet snow in October of 2011. These events hit parts of our service territory particularly hard. After each of these events, we both walked those lines looking for vegetation and deteriorated equipment. We also took helicopters and reviewed from above anything we may have not seen in those foot patrols. Beyond just the immediate work we did following Hurricane Sandy and the other storms, we also have an annual process where we review our lines and make sure that they can handle the capacity and growing demands that we're seeing in each area. One of those areas we refer to as the Union Loop. Our engineering team is looking at how they're going to resolve the capacity issues from the growing demand in the area. At the same time, they're looking to make the system more resilient and less prone to outages. And now I'd like to introduce you to Ryan Constable. Ryan Constable leads our engineering team, and he's going to use some maps of your area and walk you through what we have planned to do.
I'm here to talk about the electric service to the towns of Wrentham, Plainville, Foxborough, and Eastern Franklin. These towns are served by a sub-transmission system. A sub-transmission system is not a transmission system with the large towers and the wide right-of-ways, nor is it a distribution system, the poles and wires that serve your house. It is something in between. It's an important tool in the utility toolbox to be able to serve harder-to-reach areas. You can see that these towns are surrounded by municipals to the south and another utility to the east and to the north. So it basically creates an electric peninsula in the National Grid service territory. Also on this map, we have 4 large green arrows. These large green arrows highlight the possible paths that we can transfer energy from west to east in this sub-transmission area. You can see that these green arrows are limited by the Gilbert Hills State Forest, the Wrentham State Forest, and there's 2 interstates in this area as well. So we have an area where a sub-transmission system is actually a very appropriate solution. Now we're going to move on to the sub-transmission system, the Union Loop system. As you can see from this map, there are various sub-loops to the system. You can see roughly a triangle-shaped loop that serves Eastern Franklin, and you can see the larger loops that serve Plainville and then onto Foxborough and into Wrentham. The important thing to recognize about this system is that there's actually only one source, the South Wrentham substation in the lower left-hand corner of the map. This is the only source into the Union Loop system, so all the customers in Wrentham, Plainville, and Foxborough and Eastern Franklin are served from this one source. So out of the South Wrentham substation, we basically have a northern loop that feeds into Foxborough, and then we have the southern path that goes through Plainville into Foxborough. So when either one of these paths fail or break down, we can feed it from the other path. So that is the benefit of the loop system. Now we're going to talk about a comprehensive study we've done in this area, analyzing the system. So this study, we looked at the reliability issues, the voltage issues, and the capacity issues of this large area. By capacity issues, I mean the ability to serve load 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And basically our conclusions identified that there are capacity issues in this area. When we address capacity issues, there's actually a triple benefit. Not only do we add the ability to serve load on a daily basis and the ability to serve load as it grows in your communities, but we also address voltage and reliability issues as well. When I add capacity, I improve the ability of any loop system to feed all the way around that loop system. If you picture the loop as a large circle and you cut that circle in any place, the added capacity lets me feed all the way around to any cut in that loop system. So when I add capacity, I don't necessarily remove the possible causes of an outage, but I improve the ability of the system to restore the customers that are out of power before that cause is actually repaired. You can usually restore the customers faster than you can actually repair the down pole or the down wire. The study identified near-term and long-term solutions. The near-term solutions is reinforcement of this sub-transmission Union Loop system. Basically, we're going to increase the size of the wire on the existing wood poles in the next 1 to 4 years. The long-term solution for this area is to add a new connection point to bring in a new source of power in North Foxborough. When we add this new source of power, we'll be able to reduce distribution distances and reduce the exposure for the customers in the north and eastern portion of this area and improve their reliability. With the community's support, we hope to implement this solution over the next 5 to 8 years. We recognize the unique situation of these communities. We are asking for your input and patience as we work through our near-term solutions and the details of our long-term solutions. These are reliability and capacity issues with complex solutions that will not be completed overnight, but hopefully with your partnership.
Now that you've heard from Ryan, you understand the commitments we've made to the reliability in your area. While we cannot guarantee there won't be future outages, the work we're doing on our system is going to give us more flexibility. It's going to allow us to restore our customer service much more quickly. While this work is underway, we're going to continue to communicate with your communities. And when we complete this work, we'll have a much more reliable system in your area.